Welcome to Oak Lanes in Westland, the setting for this year's exciting Bowling Showcase Adult Challenge. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and I want to thank you for joining us for first round action. And sitting with me here today for all of this year's action is Oak Lanes proprietor Jason Papa. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you so much, Mark. Great to be here. Really an exciting day for bowling in Metro Detroit, and Oak Lanes is honored to be hosting again this year.
So we want to thank all of you watching at home on our new station, Detroit 50, and are glad you've decided to spend your morning with Bowling Showcase. Now, over the course of the challenge, you'll be watching 8 teams representing various bowling centers and groups go head-to-head in single-game Baker elimination matches. Each team consists of 5 members, with each member bowling 1 frame. Now, at the end of the 5th frame, teams are going to swap lanes and continue to the end of the match. So we start this year's competition with 8 teams. Cherry Hill Lanes North, Country Lanes, Fantastic Bowling Club, 5-Star Lanes, Oak Lanes, Perfect Game, Thunderbowl, and Woodland Lanes. At the end of the first round matches, the 4 winning teams will move on to the semifinal rounds and then to the final championship match. We start with 8 teams, but there can only be 1 Bowling Showcase Adult Championship winner. So let's take a look at today's first round match. Our first battle of the competition features Woodland Lanes facing off against Thunderbowl Lanes. Both teams are perennial participants in the challenge, with Woodland being a past winner, and Thunderbowl is a huge supporter of Bowling Showcase. Both teams have experience, so it should be a great opening match. So there you have it. And once again, we're honored to have Jason and MD USBC Association Manager Phil Goodman joining me to help bring you all the action. The teams are all set, the lanes are dressed, and the crowd is ready to cheer. So stick around. We'll be right back with this year's first round action next on Bowling Showcase.
When you need your lawsuit won and done, call 1-800-LAWYERS. Auto injuries, slip and fall, Social Security disability. Call 1-800-LAWYERS. Zamler, Schiffman, and Carfus. Don't let your case go in the gutter.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We are the largest affiliate of the United States Bowling Congress with over 30,000 members of all ages. We support USBC Certified League competition and organize USBC Certified Tournament competition. We provide 18 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com. Here we are, Oak Lanes Bowling Showcase Adult Challenge. Jason Papa with me. Jason, thank you for being here. Got a good match here. We got Woodland and Thunderbowl, a couple powerhouse teams.
Yeah, very exciting. I've got friends on both teams, so I'm not really sure who to root for today.
That's right. So we'll see what happens, right?
Absolutely.
Right now. Okay, up first for the Woodland Lanes team, they're on the left here at Oak Lanes on lane 4, is Julie Halstead. Julie's a member of not only the Detroit Bowling Hall of Fame, but also the Michigan State Bowling Hall of Fame.
Yeah, really great bowler, youth standout, and
left-handed bowler. She also won the Michigan State Queens. Kind of comes up a little high and leaves the 6'10".
This should be a pretty routine spare for Julie. She's just gonna take a couple of boards to the left and try to use that whole lane to pick this one up.
Well, Coach, we'll see if she follows your instructions. Julie's a legal assistant and a high average of 229. And follows the coach's instructions.
Textbook spare pickup there.
That's right. Zach Calissimo up for the Thunderbowl team on the right-hand lane.
Another southpaw coming up.
Zach's an IT tech support person with a high average of 225.
He's got 5 300 games to his credit, so he knows how to throw strikes.
And he does right there. Now up for the Woodland Lanes team, a member of the Woodland Lanes group for over 10 years, now is the general manager at Woodland Lanes. Been bowling over 20 years.
Corey Strange nails that one.
He sure does. Liz Payer from Ann Arbor.
Really good female bowler here. She's been bowling some PWBA events.
Comes a little, ooh, leaves a 4-9.
A little bit of a bad break there.
Yeah, that ball didn't look like it checked up or anything. It just kind of was there, and you know, it was
Kind of
a
lobbed
high.
its way through the pocket,
Yeah.
right? It just didn't really seem to do much. Let's see if she can run this one down.
Oh, gets one. Keith McLeod up now for Woodland on lane 4. He works the counter at Woodland Lanes. 19 years old, high average of 225. And he won a state championship in his senior year of high school. What a great thing that is.
Absolutely. High school bowling is really where it's at these days for these young kids.
Pounds the pocket. Jessica Mitchell, the captain of the Thunderbowl Lane squad. Been bowling in this area for a long time. High average of 215.
Yeah, really good female bowler here.
And it comes high. Looks like she kind of tugged that one a little bit.
Yeah, she was kind of looking at her hand like maybe it stuck on her thumb a little bit and didn't quite get out of it clean.
Could very well be.
She's probably going to switch to her spare ball. Go
Good-
across the lane
Good
here.
call. That's what she's got.
There you go. It's like a pearl going down the lane.
Nice shot. Now Jim McLeod's up for the Woodland Lanes team. Jim high average of 232, been bowling for 43 years. 13 300 games and 3 800 series. This is Keith Stad. The best thing about it is he brought both of his boys into bowling,
No kidding.
and they're still bowling.
Not like father, like son, right?
That's right, exactly. David Andrews of Livonia up for the Thunderbowl Lanes team. High average of 221. Works in a pro shop over at Westland Bowl. Comes high, leaves the 4, 6, 7, 10, commonly referred to as.
The big four.
That's right.
Looks like he got a little soft with that one. I don't think he was too happy with the execution.
No, it's sometimes he gets one. The Woodland's got a pretty commanding lead at this point, going into the 5th frame. And the teams are going to switch lanes after this frame. So Ray Halstead, Julie's husband, up to bowl on lane 4.
Yeah, they're a bowling family. Their daughter's bowling for Madonna, I believe.
Well, Ray is the assistant bowling coach at Madonna also. The Woodland has a 48-pin lead here in the 5th frame of this first-round match. The very, very first round match of the Bowling Showcase Adult Challenge. Covers that easily. Joe Padnato, born in Windsor, Ontario, high average 227. Been bowling for 38 years.
Got a lot of 300 games to his credit, 12 300, so.
Very nice. He also comes high and leaves the 410. Ouch. Thunderbowl has dug themselves quite a hole here.
Yeah, they've been coming up a little high on the head pin. Could just be specific to that lane. I guess we'll see the second half of the game if when they can make the adjustment.
Yeah, when they change lanes. Covers one. So here we are, halfway through the match. Woodland with a 59-pin lead through the first half of the match. I mean, like you said, Jason, they're going to switch lanes now, so we'll kind of see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, anything could happen at this point. The Woodland Lanes team could struggle on lane 5, and Thunderbowl could come back on, maybe the little bit easier lane and, throw some strikes.
Well, we'll be back after these messages. We'll get Association Manager Phil Goodman out there to talk to the team on Bowling Showcase.
$1-800-LAWYERS is Michigan's premier auto injury law firm. They have helped thousands of people and won millions of dollars for clients, period. The attorneys at 1-800-LAWYERS are in it to win it. Call the law office of Zamler, Schiffman, and Karfus.
The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. Tournaments include Open, Women's, and Youth Championships. Also Youth Masters, Queens, Masters, and Senior Masters. Recognition includes first-time 300 games and 800 series for all members and 600 and 700 club memberships for women. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC. Here we are back on Bowling Showcase in Oak Lanes. We've got a match. Thunderbowl is down by 59 pins at the turn. I mean,
it's a little bit of a, dug themselves a little bit of a hole. They're going to have they have their work cut out for them.
But you know what? Things can turn around in this game pretty quick, can't they?
That's right. You throw a few strikes and get yourself back in the game real quick.
So Phil Goodman going to talk to Jessica Mitchell.
Jessica.
Yes,
So you're down a little bit as you switch lanes.
a little bit there.
We noticed there's been a few splits on this lane.
Yeah, it seems like the right lane's playing a little bit different than the left. We're seeing a lot more hook on that left lane, so hopefully the back 5 frames will play a little better for us and we make up some pins.
All right, so you're a little down now, but good luck in catching up on the other lane.
Thank you so much.
And now
Okay, so here we are. We're back. We're ready for the match to continue after the 5th frame break.
This is, again, the Woodland Lanes team jumped out to a big lead, but, I think the Thunderbowl team can really get back into this. I really do. They're talented. They can throw some strikes.
Jessica referred to their hopes of when they get to that left lane, they can get a little more length out of the ball.
That's right. And now Woodland Lanes is going to have to make the adjustment.
That's right.
If they were paying attention, I guess we'll find out here in a few minutes.
That's right, and I'm sure they will. Zach Calissimo up on lane 4.
Zach threw a strike the first time.
Oh, trips the 6 pin.
And did it again. 2 frames for Zach and 2 strikes, right?
No, he left that 6-10 in the first frame, but covered it up. Oh yeah, he did have a strike in that first. That's right. Hey, now we got Julie Halstead up on lane 5 for the Woodland Lanes team. That was a nice strike.
Julie. Very nice.
Now the Thunderbowl Lanes team up on lane 4, Liz Payer. Again, they're still down by 59 pins.
Yeah, Liz went through the nose her first time up on that right lane. Let's see if she can make the adjustment here.
That wasn't a bad ball. That was left that 4-9 split, you know, but man. Now she comes up on the nose again, leaves the 6-10.
Looks like she pulled it a little bit there. She might be a little nervous. I think it's her first time on Bowling Showcase.
True, but if it's not nerves, it's just the pressure of being that far down sometimes.
Yeah, and, wanting your team,
that's right.
Trying to bowl well for your team as well.
Exactly. And she covers it easily. Corey Strange up.
Corey, the manager at Woodland.
Yep. Corey Strange up. Yep. Back in the second frame, he threw a strike. And here he throws a strike for a double, extends the lead to 69 pins.
Well, looks like they're not struggling on that lane, so.
Jessica Mitchell, she talked to Phil at the break there, talked about their chances of trying to cut into this lead. She can help the cause right here.
That's right. If she throws a strike here, she can get them right back in this game.
She carries over and leaves a 5-pin.
So everybody's raising their finger up. When we bowl league, if you leave a 5-pin and you miss it, you have to buy drinks for everybody that's holding their finger up. So sometimes that can get a little expensive if.
Again, so the bar is open.
The bar is open.
That's right.
No pressure here.
You know what I always do when that happens? I turn around to people and I say, take that.
That's right. Just saved herself $100.
That's right. Now we got Keith McLeod up. Young man who works the counter at Woodland. Again, at 19 years old with a high average of 225.
He's been bowling for 15 years, so started at age 4. Been bowling nearly his whole life. And he shows it.
Leaves that solid 10-pin. That's the first 10-pin we've seen.
That's right.
$69-pin lead for the Woodland Lane squad.
Yeah, Keith just needs to pick this up and keep the pressure on the other team.
Yeah.
Looks like he switched to his spare ball and.
Right by it. The Thunderbowl has a max score of 179, and Thunderbowl has a max score of 179, and Woodland has already 176 in the 8th.
Yep. Looks like Woodland just needs to keep it on the lane from here on out.
David Andrews now up for the Thunderbowl Lanes team. David leaves a 4-pin. It's a good shot, though.
Looks like it's all over but the crying.
That's right. David's an IT site administrator. The high average of 221, 10 300 games. Covers that. Now we got Jim McLeod up for the Woodland Lanes team.
Jim with 13 300 games and 3 800 series to his credit.
Very nice. Ninth frame, foundation frame. You know the foundation's already been set.
Basically, yeah, they just need to keep it on the lane from here on out.
Nice strike by Jim.
Now they're just showing off.
I know. Joe Pettinato. He bowled on television before in Windsor. Nice strike by Joe.
Joe has his own DJ company, does a lot of weddings and parties. They do some parties over at Country Lanes where he works.
So in 2014, he won the Molson Masters, which is a great event over in Ontario. Comes high, leaves the 4-6-7 split. .138 through 9.
He's going to try to pick it up.
Gonna try. Final score for the Thunderbowl Lanes team, 155. Woodland 176 through 8. Strike up in the ninth. We now have Ray Halstead up on lane 5 here at Oak Lanes, just finishing out the string.
Yeah, the key to this match was really those splits in the beginning of the game. They just Thunderbowl got really far behind, and Woodland came over to the lane that Thunderbowl struggled on and just threw strikes.
Yeah. So maybe it wasn't the lane.
Maybe it wasn't the lane.
Not that Jessica was making an excuse. I don't mean that.
No, of
by
course.
any means.
No.
Okay. But you know, us as bowlers, sometimes it's like, well, that wasn't me. It was the lane.
Absolutely.
And another strike for Ray.
And perhaps, in talking to Woodland, we might find out that they did make a little bit of adjustment. Maybe they saw what was happening to the Thunderbolt team, and they came over and were able to capitalize on their mistakes.
That's a very good point. Very good point, Jason.
And in a one-game match, anything can happen, right?
Yep. And final score, Woodland Lanes 235, Thunderbowl 155. Great opening match for Woodland.
Yeah, a little lopsided. They came out, Woodland came out striking, and Thunderbowl just couldn't find the pocket.
That's right. So we'll be back after these messages. We're going to talk to Corey Strange about his team's success in this first round match on Bowling Showcase. Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We are the largest affiliate of the United States Bowling Congress with over 30,000 members of all ages. We support USBC certified league competition and organize USBC certified tournament competition. We provide 18 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com. Okay, here we are back on Bowling Showcase. We've got a champion of the first round match, the Woodland Lanes team. Decisive victory over Thunderbowl, 235 to 155. So Corey Strange, Corey, So when we talked to Jessica, or when Phil talked to Jessica at the break, she talked about lane 5 being a little hookier. Did you guys make an adjustment because of that?
Yeah, we all moved right when we got there.
Okay.
Real quick.
So you saw that opportunity and seized on it, right?
Yep. Yes, we did. We all
Okay.
feed off each other.
Okay, very good.
Except for that lefty, but besides that.
Hey, she feeds off you too because nobody's over there.
She moved.
Okay, well, congratulations. We'll see you in the semifinals, Corey.
Thank you, Mark.
All right. So, nice game.
Yeah, great game. Made the adjustment and, able to keep the pressure on. Sometimes when you get out to that big lead, all you have to do is just keep the pressure on.
Just keep rolling.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, so next week, the home team is going to kind of show us their stuff. What kind of team did you put together here?
Oh,
Jason?
this Oak Lanes team, they had 1 year where they went to the finals and did really well. Last year they really struggled, just couldn't get going. Basically have 4 out of 5 returning bowlers. We have a new bowler, gentleman that bowls on our Thursday men's league and our Saturday mixed league, and he bowls here in the summertime as well. And he's a lefty.
So maybe he'll be a spark plug.
That's
Is that what
right.
you're saying?
I'm excited to see him, come out and, inject a little bit of enthusiasm to this team.
That's right. And so you guys are going to bowl against 5-star lanes. Now, 5-star has been in the showcase, seems like every year. Maybe they haven't, but darn near every year if it hasn't.
Yeah.
They finished second, I believe, 3 times.
Yeah, what a bad draw. I mean, we kind of were hoping for that,
They're-
that maybe soft first match.
They're looking to make an example out of somebody.
Yeah, and I'm a little concerned. I'd like that first match to maybe be a little bit of a softer match going up against a perennial.
There's no soft matches in bowling.
No,
Showcase.
there definitely isn't. But going up against the big hitters from 5-star is definitely not what I was hoping for.
Okay, so next week, Bowling Showcase, 5-star and Oak. Be there. See you on Bowling Showcase next week. Promotional consideration paid for by the following: